Today I want to take a look at co-authoring for PowerApps Canvas. Now, for those that are new to it, co-authoring is a feature where multiple people can edit the same file together. So here I have two different user accounts, left and right. We're both going to open into an Excel file. In the first left session, I'm logged in as spjeffdev, and I'll just type in hello Jeff. And that's coming from my user account over here, spjeffdev. The other one, on the right-hand side, I'm logged in as test guy. I'll mark that as yellow. And test guy is over here adding data to cell A3, and which you can see notated by the pointer TG. The left-hand side, spjeffdev, is notated by SD, or spjeffdev. So you can see each person's name where they are working, and two people can work in the same file at the same time. You don't have to even save. It's actually saving live. It's amazing. I mean, it allows you to kind of more data here. So as somebody else is working in your file, you can see the changes reflected in real time. Co-authoring, super cool stuff, a lot of productivity. We've been using it for Word and Excel for a while. Here's the fun part. We now get it with PowerApps Canvas. So I'm going to create a new SharePoint list, and that's going to be named Expense Report. We'll go ahead and create our list. And with that, we're going to create a few different columns. We'll do one for date. We'll say date only. Include the time as a no. Gotcha. Add another column. Report amount, currency. And here we'll put purpose. Okay, simple enough. Just a couple of simple fields. We'll come into PowerApps. We're going to start a new app from external data. We will look to SharePoint. We'll put in the URL of our site. Hit the connect button. Pick out expense report and say create app. Super cool way to get an app started from a data source. Now with our app created, we'll just hit play and kind of go through things and put in, DC trip. We'll put in report date as of today, report amount, $500, business purpose, customer meeting, no attachments, and we'll hit save. Easy enough. So we have an app going, we can edit, we can do corrections on it, we can modify anything that we need to. So we have a very basic Power App. And in edit mode, we can come in here, do things like formatting, positioning, change the canvas, change the controls, all that good stuff. Now, what if we wanted to share this app with somebody else and we wanted to have two people working in it at the same time? With our app saved, we'll come into settings. We'll come over here to updates. Experimental. Preview, co-authoring. There it is. That's the good stuff. Reopening the form. Fantastic. Super cool. Getting things ready. It's initializing the Canvas app again. So under settings, we have preview and then co-author. And just to show that again, let me go open the screen. All right, so under settings, we come to update, preview, co-authoring. So settings, update, co-authoring. This is where the magic happens. So with that turned on, there's a learn more link that teaches us about how it works and how you can effectively see people's icon for which element they're editing. Maybe they're working a slightly different app that there are more than one that we have more than one author in the form at a time. So we'll come over here and close that one out. pretty cool stuff. And we're in here editing our app. Okay, let's go share that app with our test guy user. So we're gonna make test guy, and not as a user, but as a owner, so they can edit the app. That's the key, editing. So we're gonna share with owner level to allow this other person to do editing. Very nice. Super cool. Okay. Yeah. All right. So with that done, we go back to the app itself. And we're going to bring that over to test guy. So maybe I'm in the table name header container. And we'll see if test guy can work in a different area. So test guy is opening the same application. Just kind of zooming in a little bit here, looking at our form. We're opening test guy. And now we're back inside PowerApps. We've opened it on the right-hand side with test guy. So when you're logged in as test guy, you see an icon for another user, for Jeff. When you're logged in as Jeff, you see test guy next to the editing. And it shows me where in the hierarchy that test guy is working. That he's actually working inside the records gallery right now, which is crazy because that's the item I've selected over here. It's super cool. And now if I move this one up to table name, then from test guy's perspective, wow, there's a lot happening on the screen. Let me close down the right-hand sidebar. Super cool. Super cool. So we'll come over this way. We'll come over that way. Yes, so he's working on the records gallery, right? Maybe, I don't know, he's going to change the background color or something like this. Say, oh, background color, we're gonna do that fill color kind of deal. And instead of RBG, we'll say color.yellow. Make it really stand out. So test guy's in there, having some fun. Made the left panel yellow, doing his thing. And then the Jeff user's over here in the top, doing the table name, label 1. And maybe the fill color up there is currently a shade of blue. Highlight it to kind of see that. And let's just change that over to green. There we go. So test guy is logged in on the right, and he can see that Jeff is editing the header from the test guy view. And from the Jeff user's view, I can see that test guy is working on the records gallery. So we could both be in the form simultaneously changing different parts. Co-authoring, live, real-time, multiple people editing a PowerApps canvas. The same Power App, different controls. And as long as you're not changing exactly the same item, you can work quite productively together. And the changes are live. I didn't have to save. I did not have to publish. There was no publish to make this visible on the other side. And no saving was needed either. Just as I'm making changes, they reflect on both sides. So the use cases for this run pretty large. I mean, for development teams that have a high number of people, being able to move applications forward faster, being able to release faster, being able to test for bugs, even just checking an app at the same time. Like you go in, it always wants to ask, override, override. Do you want to override the other person's lock? Because only one person can have an edit lock, and so you get these override pop-ups. Maybe just avoiding that. But there's an article about the co-authoring preview feature. Definitely to note, it is pre-release and subject to change, but it allows multiple makers to edit a canvas at the same time. The presence indicator is what they call that dot with the end user. The presence indicator is showing which person is in which section of the form, and you see their changes right there in real time. That's the important part. So no save or publish. As you're changing, it shows on both sides. I haven't had a chance to explore the new feature since I heard about it. It's really cool to log in here and see it working live. Very simple, very easy to adopt. And again, just go to Settings, Updates, Preview, Co-author. Thanks for watching.